is A.J. Macdonald with Devin Jones here. We're Macdonald Financial Services. Today we're going to talk to you about the five most underestimated things about retirement. We've got a lot of people that we've helped retire. I know it's well over 1,000 people over the years.
So, there's well over 5 things as well. Let's hit on the most popular ones.
Top 5.
Top 5. Yeah.
Top 5.
Where do you want to start?
How about number 1?
Number 1. How long retirement can actually last.
Well, people are living a heck of a lot longer than they used to.
Absolutely.
Actually, our oldest client's a little over 103. Our oldest client ever, she was 104.
104.
We've got many clients in their 90s. And so back when Devin and I got into this business, we would anticipate people making it into living until their mid-80s.
It's kind of what the program's defaulted to.
Yeah, the financial planning softwares that we used to use. But really now it's, you really should be looking at 95, if not longer, depending on family history.
Right. Yeah, I helped a lady today. Her mother just passed away 1 day short of her 103rd birthday. So it definitely happens where we're helping people live well past what they had originally planned.
Which brings us to number 2. Number 2 is the additional healthcare expenses. Right. So the longer you live, the longer and more and higher healthcare expenses that you potentially will end up having.
Yeah, those pitfalls can come up very quickly, and we do see them. Obviously, we see them, but it's hard to plan for those. You just never know how healthy you're going to be in retirement. So having a sound plan, but thinking about those things, definitely important.
Well, and there's statistics out there that show that 85 of your lifetime expenses that you'll spend on health care happen the last 12 months of your life. So very important to take a look at that when you're building a financial plan, thinking about retirement. I mean, heck, we've had a lot of people retire in their 50s. They might live another 50 years.
Yeah.
And so building into a financial plan with those healthcare expenses potentially will be, and then, of course, revisiting that.
Yeah. Number 3, how about the impact of inflation?
No such thing.
There a lot of people don't think that there is, and they don't plan for it. So, having a static plan is not the best remedy for sure.
Well, yeah, probably not doing your own financial plan on Excel or on a yellow legal pad is probably what you should be doing if you're thinking about retirement. You should definitely be using an inflation number. Right now, inflation's a little lower than 3. But it's been a lot lower, and it's been a heck of a lot higher.
Recently, it's been a lot higher.
It sure has. And so we would recommend using a 3% number for the future. Sometimes it's going to be higher than that. Sometimes it's going to be lower than that. But also, similar to number 2, going back and revisiting on a regular basis to make sure things aren't completely off the rails. With inflation is very important.
Yeah. Those pieces that are very important to think about: energy and food. I mean, those things just never stop going up. So
that's right.
Having a plan around those is important. So number 4,
taxes. Always important to take a look at. Depending on how you've saved your money, if you have a pension, it's going to be taxed as ordinary income. If you have other retirement assets, annuities, etc. You got to factor in taxes. Now, certain states will have an additional tax on retirement income. Some states will give you a little bit of a break, so you got to factor in that as well. Yeah. And then also taking a look at maybe long-term capital gains rates, short-term cap gains rates, what political party might be in office.
Yeah, because those are hard to judge as well. I mean, we've obviously recently had some potential changes to those, and you never know when those are going to pop up as well.
Yeah, so just because you have a big pot of money in a pre-tax account, don't think that's all yours. Some of that's Uncle Sam's.
Some of that's the IRS for sure.
And also on how you might be withdrawing that. We've had folks say, hey, I've got my 401k, I'm going to pay off the house. I'm just going to cash in that 401k, 100%.
Which we've had people do it.
We have.
And there's a big surprise when it comes time to paying the tax guy next year, because there's going to be tax, obviously, and most likely some penalties if you haven't been withholding some of the appropriate tax.
Yeah. And
Costly.
it could be very, very costly. Very costly. So that leads us to the fifth and final.
Sometimes I think this is the one that's the hardest for people when they retire.
Yep.
It's this hurdle that they have to get over.
Well, that's right. While you're working, you're kind of spending somebody else's money.
Right. Exactly. And you've been accustomed to and trained, I guess, if you will, to save your money the entire time you've been working. And it's a big mental shift to go from saving to spending.
And now all of a sudden, I'm spending my money.
Spending my money. That's right.
And so we've seen that a lot, where people are very reluctant, even changing their lifestyle to say, "Whoa, I don't want to spend any of my money. I'm going to just try to live on Social Security."
Right.
Well, that's your prerogative. However, as you're approaching retirement, you saved all those dollars for when you did retire, and putting a plan in place, factoring in those other items we talked about, taxes, inflation, etc. But people do have a second thought sometimes about, hey, do I really want to start spending more of my money?
Right. It's kept people working longer, even though they didn't want to or need to.
Yes.
It's kept them working longer. And I read something earlier today that the average is 85%, folks die with 85% of what they saved. Can you believe? I mean, 85% of the number that they saved, they end up passing on to somebody. So they don't spend their money. So it's difficult to kind of, like I say, get over that hurdle. But that's what we're here for. We're here to help with that.
Absolutely. That's why we talk to people about their bucket list. And, you only go through this life once.
Right.
And if there's things on your list that you really want to do, whether you do them before retirement, if you don't do them before retirement, that only leaves
in retirement.
Exactly.
And early on, hopefully.
Well, you can physically and mentally do it.
Exactly.
Whatever that may be. So those are the 5 big things that are underestimated about retirement. Hope you enjoyed that. If you have questions, please give us a call, and thanks for watching.